Hey everyone, it's Mary. Welcome to my channel. Today's video is the NaNoWriMo Survival Kit Tag. Now, this tag was created back in 2020, I believe, by writer Holly Davis. I will link her video and her channel down below. And there are 9 questions to this tag. So, number 1, what are you working on for NaNoWriMo this year? And I'm honestly still debating between, my 3 projects that I've got in progress right now, but I'm leaning more toward rewriting last year's NaNoWriMo project, which is Project Star Dreamer, the temporary title, of course. That is it's a Bible story retelling set in a sci-fi space setting because it was inspired by a writing prompt from the Writing Excuses podcast. So I have been spending part of the month working on some more world building because that was part of my trouble from last year. I had the basic story that I wanted, but I didn't really have the rest of the world building and much of the characters. So that one, I think, is going to be my NaNoWriMo project for 2021. Question number 2. What apps do you use to help you write and to stay motivated? And there are several actually that I use. One of them is the Discord app, both on my phone and on the laptop, because I'm in several writing Discord groups, and some of them also have channels where we can do some writing sprints. Speaking of writing sprints, I'll probably also use Twitter, because Twitter has a NaNoWriMo word sprint account that will host writing sprints throughout the day. I will likely also use my Forest app. I forget how I found out about this particular app, if it was from Kate Kavanaugh's videos or Becca C. Smith's videos, but somebody, some other writer that I follow first started using this particular app. You get to, pick a plant and set a time, or just to have the stopwatch, the timer going, and you cannot close the app down to help you focus, or else your tree will die. Like if you if you want to close it down and use another app, like heaven forbid social media, you can't do that. Your tree will die. So that is going to be a very big help, like it has been since I started using it a couple years ago. I believe I will also be tracking my daily word count, or at least my daily progress, on Instagram in my stories, posting using some templates that I designed last year, a couple years ago, which I'll flash up on the screen here. And if you happen to be following me on Instagram, you can find them in my highlight. Question number 3. Where do you like to write, and what's your favorite writing spot? Now, I have several places that I like to write. Of course, here at my desk, which really is the major spot, especially since COVID shut everything down and I couldn't go to the library anymore to sit at one of the tables or in a corner somewhere to spend a couple hours writing at the library, which was another favorite place. When my cats aren't trying to steal my seat, I might also try to write on the couch. And thinking about it, I don't really write in public that much, so that kind of covers my favorite writing spots right there. But my most productive is here at the desk. And speaking of, number 4, what are your writing space must-haves? Whether candles, pillows, favorite notebook, etc. And probably just saw me taking some water right there. That is definitely a writing space must-have, so to have some kind of drink, but especially water, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in another question. But I also need, my laptop, notebook, pen, specifically, my favorite fountain pens. This is a Pilot Metropolitan MR fountain pen. It's one of my favorites. Started using them probably about 2 years ago, I think, and I love it. I also need, you know, inspirational quotes like what I've got on the board here behind me, which is, let me double check. It's a quote from Robin Williams. No matter what people tell you, words and ideas can change the world. I need, of course, some pretty lights you might be able to see going up the wall here a little bit. Just to kind of add, I don't know, just add something pretty. And I heard somewhere that green was the most productive color, so I thought I'd try working with some green lights to see if that helps. Let me see. Let me try to turn the camera a little bit here so you can also see my lava lamp there. That's become a new writing must-have for my writing space. It's just, I don't know, I've loved those since I was a kid, and they're fun, you know? Let's see, another writing space must-have is this comfortable chair that I'm in. Like, I can't use one of the wooden chairs like what's in the kitchen, even with the cushions that they've got on the seats. They don't do too well for my back, so I really need a much more comfortable chair. This heavily cushioned office chair that I got, shoot, I don't remember if it was Walmart or Office Depot, but probably Walmart. I will also need some music. Now, it's got to be instrumental music without lyrics. I have discovered in the past that if I try to write to music with lyrics, I will be focused more on the music and the lyrics rather than on my writing. So I need instrumental music, be it jazz or Christmas or some kind of, you know, ambient sound playlist that I find on YouTube. I could probably go on and on about some other writing must-haves, but let's move on to the next question instead. Number 5, what are your favorite drinks and snacks to have when writing? You keep seeing me reach for some water over here, and I seem to be needing it more today than I realized. But really, that's the go-to drink for me is water. I know a lot of writers go for coffee. I don't drink coffee. If the weather is cold enough, I will go for hot chocolate with some whipped cream on it. And if I happen to be like sick when I'm trying to write, then it's some lemon ginger tea or some cinnamon apple spice tea. Even not when I'm sick, I'll use some of those teas as well. Snacks can be anything from like M&Ms or Hershey Kisses, or, you know, some kind of chocolate, or a plate of, you know, some vegetables. I'm trying to go for, you know, more healthy snacks while I'm writing. But I'm also trying to train myself to actually write more than I snack, because I kind of have the habit of eating the entire plate of snacks before I go back to my writing, and it's something I need to train myself for. Number 6, what are your favorite writing distractions? Number 1 on that list would be my pets, my 2 cats, Dusty and Mungo Jerry, especially if I happen to leave the door open and they're in here begging for attention. If I'm on the couch, Dusty will be begging for a belly rub, so, you know, I can't ignore that. Just about every kind of social media, you know, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. I'm sure there's probably more, but those are the ones that, you know, come to mind the most. Number 7, what are your favorite ways to get back on track? Gosh, I don't know, I don't do anything special, I think, except possibly during NaNoWriMo. I might, you know, go back and try to read a few lines of what I've just written. I will, during NaNoWriMo specifically, I will turn on the NaNoWriMo song. I will link to that down below, both the song and the music videos. Question number 8, what are your writing rewards and milestones? I think for the milestones especially, I'm going to be tracking every 10,000 words, and I've got, you know, things like a favorite chocolate bar. I get to watch an episode or 2 of a favorite TV show, or you know, I get to take a quick break and read a book. Maybe a chapter or two, because let's face it, limiting myself to a certain chapter or chapter amount might be necessary during NaNoWriMo, because if I really enjoy the book, I will read the whole blinging thing in an entire day. You know, other things like some self-care stuff too, like, you know, a bubble bath. And then I think a couple other things, but also if I hit the 50,000 words, then I get to buy the NaNoWriMo winner t-shirt, and fingers crossed that I can actually get that this year, because I have not hit 50,000 since 2008, but I am determined I will do it this year. Okay, it is on camera. You guys help keep me accountable to it. I mean it. And then question number 9 is to tag some friends. I'm honestly not sure who hasn't who hasn't done this tag yet. So if you would like to be one of those 3 or however many people to get tagged for this video, consider yourself tagged, and please comment down below when you've recorded your own video so that I get to see what's in your survival kit. So that's my answer to the NaNoWriMo Survival Kit Tag. If you are participating in NaNoWriMo this year, please let me know. Let me know what you're going to be working on, and you know what your goal is, and best of luck to all of you. And in the meantime, have a great day and happy writing. Bye.